Alright, so in this video I have a pair of Adidas Ultraboost and Game of Thrones collaboration, which is a crazy kind of collab that Adidas ended up doing. As you can see here on the box, it says GOT and Game of Thrones logo right here. This one is the House Targaryen colorway, and let's go ahead and show you guys the shoes. So here they are in hand. I've been waiting a long time to actually get this colorway specifically in hand and on feet. I think that this colorway is the best out of the 6 that ended up releasing, but honestly, if I saw the other ones in hand, I might have a different opinion. Regardless, this colorway is the one that I wanted. Again, this is the House Targaryen. As you can see, there is the crest right there. And if you guys don't follow Game of Thrones too closely, Targaryen is the dragon lady one. And actually, I'm a pretty big fan of the show. I never read the books or anything like that, but I love what they've done with the series. So they actually have a whole bunch of different whiskey bottles that are themed after Game of Thrones as well, and I have that entire collection. So part of me wanted to get the entire Ultraboost collection also, but I decided to just stick to one pair. Since I just moved houses, I have a ton of things. In fact, I tweeted it out the other day, all of the things that I need to buy for the house still, and including countertops and everything else. It's upwards of 15 grand for all of this stuff that we're doing. So had to be conservative and only buy one pair. And if it was going to be one, it was going to be this one. And I love the fiery look of the toe box. I think that they did a great job of mixing like the orange and the yellow and the red to have just a really cool, vibrant effect. And then as you work your way back, it fades into black. Then you have the leather 3 stripes branding right here on the side, which is super nice. As I mentioned already, the crest, but on this side you could see it is a cracked leather with Adidas logo. And then the crest on this side. And on the back of the shoe, they actually have Fire in the Blood branding with a little bit of a tag that sticks out, which is actually new to the Ultraboost. It's not something that they typically have on a pair of Adidas Ultraboost. So the branding itself for Game of Thrones is just on the insole. So you can see Game of Thrones on the insole. And it's kind of odd the way that they placed it. It literally just doesn't fit on the thing, but you get the concept. But it does have like all the different banners and stuff on the print, which is kind of cool. So I think that most fans were a little bit let down from the Game of Thrones collaboration because it's really an epic collab that could have happened. And they just did a couple little add-ons here and there. Like I showed you the 3 different branding sections of the shoe. They could have just done more. And I think that that's the overall vibe. It's like they don't look terrible. They look good. But they just could have done more with it. And considering they do the consortium collabs, I think a lot of people were hoping for some really crazy collaboration action going on with the Game of Thrones. Nonetheless, though, I really like it, and this is the one that I bought. This one also has blacked out boost that came like this, and it wasn't an upcharge. It was $180 for any of the shoes, which is a big plus because I think that anytime you have collaboration in the mix, they could have charged $220 a pair, but instead they charged $180, and I was definitely happy to get these for $180 instead of anything higher. So nice plus considering it is a little bit more than a baseline model, and you do get extras like the leather cage and the extra branding. So in my mind, that's a big plus, but I do understand again why people would just want more. I mean, the show is amazing, and it's definitely worth checking out if you have never watched the show. But anyways, did you guys cop any of the Ultraboost Game of Thrones collaboration or not? Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know. But this is definitely the one that I wanted to get. I think this one looks just amazing with the red toe. And in hand, I think that these look better than in the pictures. I mean, look at that prime knit, dude. It's so nice and marbled, and it's just a really dope looking prime knit. Matched with the leather cage. I mean, I definitely would have paid $200 for these if I had to, but glad I didn't have to. $180 is good enough, and happy that I got them. And actually, I got them guaranteed from the app. It was kind of cool. Adidas actually did an exclusive, so if you didn't follow, I was tweeting it out a lot to follow up and sign up for notifications of the shoe. And if you were a Creator Club member and you ended up having icon status, which is something that I have because I've spent quite a bit on Adidas, that you got early access to the shoe and you could actually buy them ahead of time, which is something that I think is really dope that Adidas is doing. Hopefully they'll do it with more of the energy releases and the limited releases like the Yeezys and stuff like that. Just sort of rewarding the customers that come back and give them the opportunity to get them before the Saturday rush or the Friday rush and having to wait in the waiting screen, which was a disaster for this shoe. The Adidas waiting screen was terrible for the release. So I'm glad I didn't have to wait in any of that. I got to check out on the app, got them. The app did have a little bit of glitches itself. I'm not going to lie. Like at first, all my creator points were gone. So I was a little bit concerned. So I reached out on the chat from the app, and then they said, oh yeah, there's a glitch. Your points will be coming back. And I checked back later. They were back. and then I got the push notification that these were available. So that's how that went down. But anyway, that is the video. What do you guys think? Again, Game of Thrones or the app in general? What was your experience if you guys got notifications for them to buy? Is it something you passed on as something I mentioned? Maybe it just wasn't enough for you, or which one did you buy if you ended up buying a pair? I'm curious to see, so leave a comment. Have a great rest of the day. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to my sneaker channel. Notification bell to be notified of when these videos are live. And thank you for stopping by and watching. It is much appreciated. More videos soon. Peace, guys.